Excel formulas can turn your worksheet into a calculator. I am going to convert column G into order total, which would be calculated as multiplication of units and unit price. To start any calculation in Excel, you type equal sign, and then I am going to use value E2 and multiply it by the value in the cell F2. Once I hit enter, I see order total. And now I can use fill handle to expand this value across column G. Since many calculations are common, Excel provides functions for typical calculations. For example, let's say I need to calculate total number of units. I am going to use sum function. To access it, I am going to put my cursor into the cell E6, type equal sign, type sum, and type parentheses. Every function in Excel has the same syntax. It starts with equal sign, then has a name, then parentheses, and inside parentheses you can have an argument. Once I put my cursor in between the parentheses, you see the arguments that this function expects. I am going to select the values in the units column and hit enter. As you can see, total number of units is 27, and sum function helped us calculate it. Now let's use another formula to calculate average unit price. To do this, let's put the cursor into the cell F7, type equal sign, and we will use the average function to calculate the values. I am going to put my cursor in between the parentheses and select all the unit price values. Once I hit enter, you can see that the average unit price is $2.02. To calculate the highest order value, we'll use max formula. I'm going to put my cursor into the cell G8, type equal sign, type max, and then type parentheses. Max formula accepts similar arguments as sum and average. I'm going to put my cursor in between the parentheses and select all the values in the column G. Once I hit enter, I see that my highest order is for water bottles, and highest order total is $15. And to calculate total number of orders, I am going to use count formula. I am going to type equal sign, and then count, and then parentheses. Once I put my cursor in between parentheses, I can select the range G2 to G5, and hit enter. As you can see in the cell G9, we have total of 4 orders. Our calculations look correct, but raw data looks really confusing. So let's use formatting to help other people understand it faster. And we will do it without changing any underlying values. Let's first expand the newly added columns to make sure everything fits. I see that column G needs a boost. Next, I'm going to select the values in row 1, change the fill color for the column, and change the font color into white. I'm also going to highlight the values as bold. Having header in a different color helps you highlight the values. In the next step, I am going to select the header and all orders and add borders to the cell. To do this, let's select the range A1 to G5, select borders, and select all borders. Next, let me select all calculated values in the range D6 to D9 and align them to the right. And since unit prices and order totals in columns F and G are dollar values, I'm going to select them and make them a counting data type. Average unit price and highest order are also dollar values. I am going to select them, navigate to the number section, and apply a counting type as well. As you can see, our document looks a lot more professional now. All I need to do is to save it as a workbook file. I am going to navigate to the File tab and click Save. I am going to give it a name Excel Tutorial and click Save. Keep in mind that one of the data types you can select is PDF, which is also useful if you need to share information with other people. To do this, navigate to the File, Save, and in the drop-down, select PDF. And that's it. Now you've learned about 90% of what you need to know about Excel. If the content of this video was helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out other videos on my channel to get ready for employment. Have a great day. If the content was helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.